from Murrow College, Studio A. It's the update with Matt Kramer, Sarah Clifton, Beth Bloomer, Winston McWorth, Aaron Osgood, Henry Wilhoit, and Robert Muncaster, and Katie Jones.
Hello everyone, I'm Sarah Clifton.
And I'm Matt Kramer, and this is The Update.
It seems an old World War II base in Alaska is starting to get some major recognition. Fort Greely has become known as the last line of defense in case North Korea decides to attempt a nuclear attack. Well, that's comforting to know that we're leaving the safety of the U.S. in the hands of Sarah Palin.
A man in northern Indiana did his good deed for the day when he turned in a drunk driver, which turned out to be himself. 24-year-old Matthew DeVore called 911 after pulling his vehicle to the side of Interstate 65 and said he needed to be picked up as he was drunk driving. It's great to see some people still have their core values.
A prison in Cincinnati is giving its inmates some real-world experience for the job they might have once released. Every Thursday, inmates create a mock fast food restaurant flipping burgers and frying fries. It's like a fast food joint in the joint.
A meat recall due to possible contamination with listeria has affected 468,000 pounds of roast beef, ham, turkey, lunch meats, cheese, and other items. In my mind, these recalls don't help anyone.
You do realize that there's a good chance that sandwich is contaminated. It says that the side effects are headache, diarrhea, fainting spells, and...
Contaminated. Bring it on. I would do anything for meat. I said I'll do anything for meat.
And erectile dysfunction.
But I won't do that.
Speaking of bad meat, it seems the game of chicken isn't as simple as it used to be. A 15-year-old sophomore from San Lorenzo, California died last Thursday playing a game of chicken with two of his friends on the train tracks near his school. When questioned, his friend said that the boy, in fact, was the biggest chicken player on record.
New findings unearthed in an ancient riverbed in China suggest many species of dinosaurs doggy paddled over long distances. And my swimming teacher said doggy paddling wasn't an effective way to swim. Joke's on you.
WSU students celebrated last weekend with their cougar moms. For more on that and what's going on in the Palouse, we send it over to our WSU correspondent, Aaron Osgood.
Thanks, Sarah. Thousands of moms descended upon Pullman last weekend for the annual WSU Moms Weekend. Lucky for their children, every time their moms embarrassed them, they had copious amounts of alcohol on hand to deal with it. Florida Georgia Line performed last Tuesday night in Pullman. Unfortunately, many students were unable to attend as the geniuses at Seb booked it in the Cub Senior Ballroom, which only holds a few hundred people. A word of advice, Seb, don't piss off a bunch of country fans. Have you ever seen the destruction they've caused on Buck Wild? The Daily Evergreen held a tweet-along with the Pullman Police Department last Friday. Very useful information was given to their followers, like, car pulled off the road for making an illegal left-hand turn, suspect not drunk. I wouldn't expect anything less from this hard-hitting newspaper. As many of you may not be aware, there's a major holiday coming up this week on April 20th. My whole family is preparing for this grand occasion, buying large amounts of junk food, creating a very chill playlist, and baking our special brownies. The secret ingredient? Love. Yes, you guessed it, it's my mom's birthday. That's it for your WSU News for this week. Back to you, Matt.
Thanks, Aaron. The economy is still struggling, so we here at The Update would like to help our viewers get back on their financial feet.
So we decided to send our correspondents, Henry and Robert, to be entrepreneurs last week.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Sarah. One thing, though, I want to call us an entrepreneurs exactly.
No, we're more like perverted entrepreneurs. Pervertrepreneurs, if you will.
Okay then. Well, what advice do you have for us?
Well, we, meaning I, thought we would mix things up and tell you about our new joint entrepreneurial endeavor.
Okay, well, is it perverted?
Oh yes, very much so. I thought that was a little clear.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Great. Thanks, Matt. Well, me again, have developed a website where people can sell all of the things they have had, wait for it, sex on over the years.
It's called IHadSexOnThat.biz.
Hold on. A website where you sell all of the things you'd have sex on.
Yeah.
How do you figure that will ever be a success?
How could it not be? There's so much market potential, Sarah. Think about it.
What? Wait, what market would ever want to buy things that people have already had sex on?
Almost everyone. Plus, we have our buddy Craig. He has a lot of experience selling things.
Wait, you have a friend that has done this kind of thing before?
Yeah, our buddy Craig. You know, I think Craigslist.com was a little better than the original name. What do you think, Robert?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't like we screw it, you buys it.
Yeah,
.biz,
yeah,
no?
yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
Anyways, it's literally the best thing ever. I mean, okay, so you put your old cruddy couch online. The people who want to buy your couch have to call you and say, hey, is it okay if I can come get your couch? And then they come in to your place and pick up the couch and pay you. Awesome.
So essentially, you guys are saying all things on Craigslist are things people have had sex on?
Yeah, I mean, think of the things sold on there. Chairs, beds, tables, cars, rugs, couches. You can name almost anything, and I bet someone's had sex on them.
That's ridiculous. Besides, you can buy plenty of other things on Craigslist that aren't furniture. Not everything you buy on Craigslist is a couch. Like I bought this suit coat from you. Oh my God.
Matt, I think you should probably go change.
Yeah. We'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back to the update. Now that I'm all sanitized, we'll send it over to our sports correspondent, Beth Bloomer, for your sports report.
Thanks, Matt. 14-year-old Guan Chiling has become the youngest person ever to compete in the Masters. He may be in the history books now, but his Asian parents still say he could do better. Kevin Durant was fined $25,000 last week after making a throat-cutting gesture towards an opposing player. Durant is quoted in saying, "Kill him and pray for him after the game." At least he's staying true to his religion. In other basketball news, Kobe Bryant tore his Achilles tendon last Friday night in LA. Kobe ranted on Facebook for hours about how unfair and BS his injury is. Yeah, the guy who is estimated to earn over $30 million, even if he doesn't play next year, has an unfair life. Arizona Diamondback owner Ken Kendrick forced fans of the LA Dodgers to change clothes or find a different seating location when the teams met in the series opener. Kendrick was reported as singing, "Take them out of the ball game." Now it's time for everyone's favorite segment, Dogging It with Beth Bloomer. In honor of the Masters last weekend, this week's video is of golfer Andreas Harto, who has a chip shot that lands within 15 feet of the hole. The kicker is that he removed his pants so they didn't get wet. Then he proceeds to mark his ball, and still, no pants. Well played, Andreas. That's all for your sports for the week. Back to you, Sarah.
Thanks, Beth. This week we have a special report from Matt's intern, Katie, who is out in South Korea tonight to report on the current issues. Katie.
Hey Sarah, I'm here in South Korea to give you all at home a personal look into.
Sigh, for everyone who doesn't know, the pop star who brought us Gangnam Style had a concert last night.
Actually, Sarah, that's not what I'm here to report on. Anyone who watches The Real News knows the serious situation over here
I watched The Real News, Katie. If you didn't notice, I am the head female anchor here. Let's just remind you that you're Matt's intern.
Even so, I'm here to give these people the real news. It's time the show had a little more relevant news.
Everything we report on is relevant.
Well, since you claim to know so much about the situation here, please share with everyone who's watching at home tonight.
I will gladly do so, Katie. For those of you viewers who aren't aware, the communist country North Korea has been making threats against the United States and its allies for months now.
Threatening to do more nuclear testing. The rogue country claims to have nuclear capabilities, and the leader,
Kim Jong-un, has released numerous propaganda films depicting
New York City and numerous other major U.S. cities burning in flames. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry flew to South Korea last week to
calling
discuss
on China to put pressure on North Korea to end the threats. Thanks for that wonderful report, Katie.
Wait, I was attending.
What happened to Katie's report?
I think the connection was just bad.
Dang, he was making me so proud. They grow up so fast.
Yes, they sure do.
Well, we will be right back after this quick break. Welcome back to the update. A town in Louisiana has banned saggy pants. The Terrebonne Parish Council passed an ordinance last week prohibiting people from wearing pants that fall beneath their waist. I think they got their inspiration from the famous song lyric, pants on the ground, looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
New research is showing that men really can't read women's emotions, at least when they look into their eyes. The report says that men have twice the chance of misunderstanding women if they look deep into their eyes. So women, when a guy says he can see your soul through your eyes, he's lying.
Officials at the World Health Organization are dealing with a new batch of the bird flu. The organization, nicknamed WHO, remarked that it wasn't surprising that China's capital got hit with the sickening disease and that maybe they should have taken precaution. Get with the program, people. Bird flu should be your top priority. I mean, the acronym of your name is WHO.
A new study suggests that fainting is becoming a common occurrence. Done by neurologists at the University of Melbourne, the study claims that test results show that individuals may faint at the sight of something unpleasant or scary, even if they have no history of fainting. Others outside the study are saying it is just an easy excuse to get out of unpleasant situations. What are your opinions on it, Matt?
Well, it's logical. I mean, whenever I see something I don't like, I feel weak at the knees.
Matt? Well, I'll deal with this, and we'll send it over to Winston McBurt for your entertainment news. Come on, Matt, I'm not that bad. Get back.
Thanks, Sarah. The MTV Movie Awards were full of dramatic and cheesy moments, with categories like Best On-Screen Dirtbag, Best Kiss, and Best Scared as Shit Performance. I'm glad to see the MTV Movie Awards are becoming a mature award show. Hugh Jackman got a bit more of a workout than he'd bargained for. A woman allegedly screamed, "I love you," as she chased the actor with an electric razor while he was at a New York City gym Saturday. But let's be honest, girls. She was merely trying to reenact the scene where Jean Valjean was a slave and he had his hair real short. You know what I mean. Famed boy wonder Justin Bieber was hit with bad press for posting, "If Anne Frank were alive today, I hope she would be a believer." Yes, Justin. If Anne Frank wasn't killed in a concentration camp, I'm sure she would love to be your girlfriend. Jerk. Kim Kardashian and her almost ex-husband, Chris Humphries, have been finally given a court date to settle their 72-day marriage. Kim appeared in court last Friday, but Humphries was absent from the hearing. My inside sources say he was busy recording a verse for the new hit song, "I Hit It First." That's all for your entertainment news. Back to you, Matt.
Thanks, Winston. Security screeners at a courthouse in Honolulu last Thursday picked up a duck that was hidden inside a bag. The bag's owner first refused to open it, but eventually was convinced, and police found a live duck and a bottle of beer inside the bag. It's safe to say this guy's a bit of a loon. Sarah, do you realize that those were the last jokes we will be making this season? Possibly ever?
Wait, what? The season's over?
Sorry to break it to you, Toots, but our time anchoring is over. All I have to say is that I'm happy to have spent this season with such a punny co-anchor, even if you can be sort of a sometimes.
Thanks for that, Matt. Well, I guess that's all for this season of The Update. From all of us at The Update, a great thanks for a great season. As always, I'm Sarah Clifton.
And I'm Matt Kramer. I'm gonna cry.